Shut up and sit down.
So I'm back at Paladura Canyon, and I would say you could see the sign, but I've got so many bugs on my windshield. This is crazy, and the windshield wiper fluid is still like stuck, I guess. There's like a little bit of dirt in there, so I have to go in probably with a Q-tip and just kind of scrape it out, but I'm too lazy to do that, and I will just hope for the best and maybe just use memory to figure out where I'm driving. Anyway, so I'm heading to Paladura because it takes 2 days to get out of Texas for a short trip to New Mexico. So this is one of my favorite places. I'm just going to ride my bike this morning. I got kind of a late start. It's already like 9:30. It's not really too hot, which is nice. So I'm going to go ride the mountain bike trail, the Lighthouse Trail, the Flower Mound, GSL, Kiowa Trail, I think and then 6 more trails. They all connect to each other. It's really cool. And I'm just going to do that for a few hours and then probably do the CCC trail from the opposite end, going up the incline first and then across and then back. It's about an hour and a half, and then take a quick shower and then head to New Mexico. So that's that's for today. So anyway, all right, so here we go. Got about 8 more miles down this one road and then I will be there. This is my first trail, so I'll take Juniper Trail to the mountain bike trailhead, and the mountain bike trail is about 3 miles. It's kind of like basically a BMX track. It's super fun. And then I will head over to the Lighthouse Trail, and then when I come back down from the Lighthouse Trail, I will connect to the GSL Trail, which is another 3 miles. It's pretty rocky, but it's super fun. And then I'll be at the other end of the area, and then I'll head onto some very super easy trails, the Kiowa Trail, and then back down to the Juniper Cliff, and then some other trails, and I think I take the road back to the lighthouse. So I'm parked here at the Lighthouse Parking lot, which is the best place to park. If you're in an RV or trailer, just park out on the street over there. There is the most optimistic snow cone vendor, so I don't think they've been open during COVID, but they were open last year, and I was like, you are seriously the most optimistic. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna go ride for a couple hours, and it's not too hot. It's about 78 degrees, but we're at about 4,000 feet elevation, so it feels a lot hotter. Anyway, so yeah, there's maps everywhere. Basically just, follow the color-coded trail for the trail that you're on. So they do a really good job. It's kind of like Disneyland. So they do a really good job of labeling them. And I'm not going to the lighthouse. I've been there about 10 times already. You need a lock if you have a bike, because you have to scramble up at the end and climb up there, unlike one time when I actually took my bike up to the top. And so people were like, why are there bicycle trails up here? I'm like, because I climbed up with my bicycle, and don't ever do that. So anyway, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going. So this will be fun, and then I think that's it for the day. So probably not a lot of video because I'll be riding, and I've ridden this 100 times. So this is what it looks like. It looks like this everywhere in the entire park. So come down to Paladura. It's super beautiful. Super beautiful. It's a Monday, so it's pretty busy. Busier than the last Monday I was here. But still, well worth it. This is almost at the end of the Lighthouse Trail, where you would tie your bike up, or lock your bike up, or tie your horse. That's what I was trying to say. And then there's a little bit of a scramble, maybe about, 50 feet or so. Anyway, so this is the lighthouse on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side is Capitol Peak, which is the mountain bike trail, and some guy was hiking on it. I was like, dude, you're not allowed to hike on here. This is mountain bikes only, and we will not stop. Anyway, so if you go to Utah and you go to Capitol Reef, this is the type of rock that you will see. It's looks like a Parliament building, which is why it's got the Capitol name, and it kind of runs all the way across here. So super cool. Beautiful day. It's a little bit hot now, probably like early 80s at this point. But yeah, so I'm just going to ride up to the bike lock and then turn around, come back and go into the other trails. This is my happy place. I am all by myself out here in the great expanse of the canyon in the Texas Panhandle. I love it. I am so glad. I haven't been on a road trip in a while, in a couple months, maybe like 3 months almost. And I haven't ridden my bike here in a couple months. So just kind of got stuck in Austin and Houston for the summer. So it's really good to be back. The weather is gorgeous. It's a little overcast, which is good. It may rain a little bit later, but hopefully I'll be done by then. But this is so beautiful. So happy. From Albuquerque. That is Albuquerque over there. That's the airport, and this is a gravel lot with about I'd say about 20 foot by 50 foot concrete slab, which for some reason is just in the middle of the parking lot. So this is where you can stay overnight, and this is my go-to spot every time I come to Albuquerque. Totally safe. I did actually check with the airport and airport parking, because on iOverlander it said that this was a free boondocking site, and they said you can just park here overnight. So this is actually labeled as the airplane viewing area, so it's 24 hours. I've stayed here probably about 10 times since I've had the van, and I've had no issues. One time there was like a giant RV that set up basically an entire campsite right on the entire concrete slab, but it is pretty level if you end up not finding a spot on here. I've only ever had maybe 1 or 2 other people. Last night I was by myself. Again, this is the airport parking right here. It's on University and Sunport. So when you get off the 25 South, you just turn left and then turn right, and then you're right here. There is construction across the road that starts pretty early. You do hear some airplanes obviously overnight, but it's not really that loud. Although at 2 a.m. this morning, my motion sensor alarms went off because, I don't know, like a sonic boom or Air Force One or something took off and it set off the alarms. But other than that, no issues. So this is another place. Just look on iOverlander for airport parking. Much safer than the truck stops and all that. And I love sleeping here because I wake up in the morning to this beautiful view. And at night you can see all of Albuquerque lit up. So super pretty. I'm going to go ride 20 miles today and then head up to Santa Fe. About 4 miles in, I got a flat tire. Not entirely sure. It seemed fine. I think when I went back up to look at my car over there, I probably went over a thorn. Anyway, no worries. I'll go find a bike shop, and then I'm going to come back to the trail, and I'm going to go rollerblade. The trail's 15 miles one way, so I figured I could do probably 10 miles there, 10 miles back, That'll probably take me a few hours. Santa Fe is only about an hour from here. And the only thing I'm going to do up there today is go to a museum which closes at 5. So I can get to Santa Fe by 3. And then have about 2 hours in the museum. So not really in a rush today. Just figured this was kind of an easy day for me until things break. So it's okay. Not quite sure what got this wheel this time. Anyway, I just rode back with a flat tire. So my car's over there, the van's over there. So I'm going to go back and find a bike shop. Okay, this is much better. Got my rollerblades. I look like a big dork, I don't care. Anyway, I even got knee pads. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ride rollerblade, and I found a bike shop, so I shall take my bike, which is now dead, on the back of the van after my rollerblading. So I'll probably do maybe 10 miles. I don't know, we'll see. There's a couple hills, so might break my neck. Okay, so there's my bike. So I made it to Bikeworks ABQ, and a much nicer Sprinter just pulled up. Much better than my piece of crap. This one's pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna get them to fix my bike. Hopefully they can fix it in about 15 minutes, and then I'm heading to Santa Fe. So I did 16 miles on my rollerblades, so that was good. Okay, let me check this out. To an area called Museum Hill, which I assume is that hill, and I'm going to the International Museum of Folk Art, which I've wanted to go to, but it's been closed. There is a mask mandate, unlike in Texas where our governor's trying to kill us like every day. Anyway, so it's just right up here, and yeah, this should be fun. So I have to say that was probably one of the most interesting museums I've been to. Definitely check out the Museum of International Folk Art. It's super cool, and I picked up some shirts, and definitely check it out. I think this is probably one of the most interesting museums I've been to. There's just folk art and little ornaments and things from all over the world, and super interesting. So yeah, now I'm going to go over next door to the Indian Art Museum, since that's also free for military. So yeah, there's actually like nobody here right now. I'm the only person here, so no complaints. And it's a mask mandate, which is why I'm wearing a mask again. Okay, so I just set up my solar panels, and I'm just going to charge the Jackery. So last time I got about maybe 40% charged being up here, since I'm at 10,000 feet. I can feel the altitude, but it feels really good. It's a lot cooler, probably in the 60s right now. Again, no one here, so this is nice. And for some reason my side door doesn't always open. This is actually a Nissan issue. So I will probably bring my dinner out here and maybe sit out here and eat, set up my little table. I think that'll be good, but I'll have to sit on this step here. But anyway, so yes, that's what I'm doing. So I think that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow when I'm bike riding. This is the La Tierra trail system in Santa Fe, and this is another one of my happy places. I've been here a bunch of times, probably about, I don't know, maybe 9 times by now since last year. They have just a bunch of intersecting trails. I'll show you the map in a second. I'm going to do the Hustle and Flow BMX track. I think it's about half a mile or a mile of just straight downhill anthills and jumps and things. Again, I don't have my GoPro charged or even with me, so you just watch the YouTube videos. Go on YouTube and just like look up Hustle and Flow Santa Fe, and you'll see people's videos, which are probably better than mine. Anyway, super fun. I used to race BMXs as a kid, so it's like my happy place. It is my happy place. Anyway, I'm probably going to spend about 2 or 3 hours here and then head up to Taos and then do a hike this evening, and then tomorrow do Rift Valley Trail up in Taos, which is another one of my favorite trails. Fingers crossed I don't get a flat tire. I have 2 very different tires now on my bike. I don't really like the front tire, but it was the only one they had at the shop. So anyway, they put sealant in both tires, so hopefully I won't get any flats. Anyway, so yeah, let's do this. This is the trail map, and I never memorized the order of numbers, but there's little signposts that will have the numbers on it, and this map is periodically placed throughout the trails. So basically I just go counterclockwise. I do the entire loop. So I'm going to go all the way around here, all the way up here to number 4, come back down, go probably over here, that's right, down to number 16, come all the way back, and then when I get back I'm going to go do the jump park at the very end, probably do a couple laps of that, The Hustle and Flow is, I want to say it's up here. It's not labeled. I think it's this one. Yeah, and then it just connects. So basically, once I go all the way around here, I go across here, I go down Hustle and Flow, back over here, and then back up, and I do it, I think 3 times this time. I did it 3 times last time, so that's my goal. Hopefully maybe 4 times. The weather is perfect. It's about 50 degrees right now. Feels awesome. The sky is super blue. So blue. I love Santa Fe. Anyway, so yeah, so let me just go ahead and do this, and that's that. This is the beginning of the Hustle and Flow track, and it's on the number 6 trail. So you just come down this way. Anyway, so it's a bit of a pedal. I've just been riding probably about 45 minutes on the outer loop, and then circled around and came back inside the loop to the beginning of the trail. Yeah, so it's super fun. It's just this, like, you can't really see it very well, but BMX jumps the whole way down, and it's one way. So once I get to the bottom, I'll come back around this way again and go back down again. I want to do 4 times. That's my goal for today. I've done 3 already last time, this time 4. I'm now at the Devisadero hike. Prudence is over there in the parking lot. It's free parking. Lots of places you shouldn't park. I cannot get over how pretty New Mexico is in August. It is so pretty. It's about 84 degrees right now. It's supposed to rain soon. I'm not sure. I don't know where the rain's going to come from. But it's just beautiful out here, and definitely do this hike. It's a little bit less than 6 miles. When you go up this first part, it'll fork a little bit, like up a steep incline. It'll fork, and then you'll see kind of this ring of rocks or something. Go to the left and go clockwise. It's just a much better hike, because when you come down on this side over here, you get a really good view of Taos. The rest of it on the left-hand side going up is all pretty much wooded in the forest. So one of my favorite hikes, definitely. Take me probably about less than 2 hours to do. I go pretty fast coming down, but it's a little bit hot today. Of course, we're at 6,900 feet, so the sun is more intense than if we were at 38 feet above sea level in Houston. But it's not humid, and there's no mosquitoes in New Mexico, which is amazing. And yeah, there's also a little like nature hike on the other side. There's some kids playing, little trailhead over there. I don't really know what's over there. I've never been, but yeah. So there's my girl just poking her head out. This is the part of the trail where it forks. So don't go this way. Go this way on the left and go clockwise, and you'll see these rocks here. I don't know what that is. Crop circles? No, maybe not. It is quite muddy when it's raining, and also if there's still snow, but it looks pretty dry. So I've probably done this hike probably about 10 times since the beginning of last year. So like I said, one of my favorite hikes. Beautiful view of Taos, and yeah, I will see you a little bit later. So it looks like there's a storm brewing over the mountain over there. It's still pretty clear where I'm headed this evening. And also the Rift Valley Trail tomorrow is over here. So hopefully this will pass and maybe not hit us tonight. Anyway, it's very rocky right here. I'm only about a mile, maybe less than a mile from the van. just on the descent right now. Super pretty, lots of wildflowers, very green, a little bit overgrown. So this is my first time in New Mexico in August, actually. I think last year I was in Colorado, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, sorry it's so bouncy because, you know, I'm just like trying to go as fast as possible. Yeah, you can hear it. Okay, I'm gonna hurry up and get back to the van. I'm pretty sure I've been caught in a rainstorm in every place I've been on this trip. Kind of like when I was, I don't know what's going on. Rain's really bad. I ran the whole last way down, like last mile. Thankfully I've done trail running my life, so not too worried, but oh my god, that was crazy. Within a second, like literally 10 seconds before my last post on this video, it just came in. So I'm gonna get back in Prudence. I'm gonna use the restroom inside Prudence because I have that, and then head to get some food. Oh my god, it's so bad. How bad it is. Shit. From beautiful Taos. I'm about to ride the Rift Valley Trail, and the Rio Grande Gorge is right over there, and the trail goes all the way along the edge of it, and it's super awesome. One of my favorite trails, probably my favorite trail. And there's my trusty steed, and yeah, so it's about 12 miles, and it loops around, goes all the way out to the road way out there, and then comes back. There's a second parking lot. If you look on some of the trail maps, it'll send you to the other parking lot, but I highly recommend coming to this one. Just look on MTB Project. I'll link it below. And yeah, so I'm just going to do this and just kind of, you know, knock this out. I've probably ridden this about 10 times so far since last year, so one of my favorite trails. Super fun, single track, you're pedaling the whole way, pretty exposed, so I've got my general garb on, making sure that I'm protected from the sun. But yeah, super fun. Not really that strenuous. There's a few uphill parts, but mostly it's just like super fast, super twisty, and you're just pedaling the whole way. It's super fun. Angel Fire. I thought I'd just stop by and take a look. The mountain biking trail, it said online that it was open only on Fridays, but I think that's just a specific location. I think all day during the summer, every day, you can take the ski lift up and ride your mountain bike down, which is what I want to do. Had I not already ridden this morning and not have to go back to Texas, I would totally be doing that. Look, the guy's put his mountain bike on there, and then you just climb, you send your bikes up. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, hang on. So the bikes are going up, and those have gone away, and then the two people go after it. That is super fun. I totally want to do this. I just met this guy over here. He's got, I gave him my GoPro contraption. That looks so fun. I totally want to do it.
Yeah, you got to. It's a real blast.
Oh my God. Super cool. So I am going to come back here. Hopefully I can get back here before the summer ends. Oh, I'm so tempted. Look, my bike is right there. I'm so tempted. I don't have one of those helmets though. I need a full face helmet, which I don't have. That's super fun. I might be able to take the ski lift up. Might be able to try to do that. I gotta find some parking. Yeah, that's fine.
So, but there, like I said, there's a restaurant up there. There's a
the Angel Fire chairlift, and that you can put your mountain bikes on. This is an Angel Fire. It's $21 to go up to the top. Takes 15 minutes, and then you can just hang out at the top. They have hiking trails. You can hike all the way down or take the lift back down. They give you a wristband that's like, you know, I guess it's for one ride up, one ride down. Definitely worth it. It's about $51 to take your mountain bike up with the ski lift pass as well when you are military. It's about $68. Definitely worth it as well. And I'll just show you the mountain bike trail, I assume, is below me. So who knows? So this is a trail, and I think this is the mountain bike trail below me right here. This is fun. I have not been to a ski resort in a very, very long time. And of course there's no, you know, safety harness on here. I don't know if Harriette would like this, but yeah, just don't look down, I guess. It's probably about a 30-foot drop. Anyway, super fun. It's 15 minutes to the top. And I'm just gonna see what's up there. I did not plan on doing this, so it's always fun when you're traveling and you just do a spontaneous thing. But I'm glad I took a left turn on the main road and went up to the ski valley. The guy that sold me the ticket was super helpful. The ski lift is open every day for mountain biking until September 6th. And then it's open weekends only till Halloween, and then it's ski season. So yeah, you can just ride this, you know, without doing anything, just ride up and ride down. But you can see these are the mountain biking for the mountain bikes. Super cool. And I'm assuming they just replaced those with the chairs, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, super fun. I'm just going to enjoy the ride, and I'll see you at the top. Okay, so that's also the mountain bike trail up there. It's pretty steep. I think this is a road over here, but the mountain bike trail connects to the road that's behind me. Super cool. I totally want to do this. I thought it was only on Fridays and Saturdays, but I think that was a different place. But I will definitely be back, hopefully before September 6th, probably not. But definitely in the spring I will come back and do the mountain biking trail. So these are also the ski slopes. This one's called the Glory Hole. I don't know about that one. So anyway, so now we're going up the last incline all the way to the top. Super fun. Woo! Little bumpy. Little bumpy. This is fun. Oh, I'm so glad I came up here. Yeah, it's really high up. Really high. Look at that. So this is the top. They said there was like a restaurant up here and stuff. So there's a couple mountain bikers in all their proper gear. That's what I need, all that padding and all that. Just like when I was like 6 years old, see? That's what I look like. And then there's another mountain biker coming up. Yeah, I should not do this with just my regular like $60 helmet. I need to have the full face helmet. And then that's it. And there they go. I want to do that. I'm just like, man, I feel so like naked without my bike. But I rode this morning, so I'll come back. Anyway, there's another ski lift over here. It's beautiful up here. It is absolutely beautiful, even without the snow. So the zip lines are 6 zip lines that go from mountain to mountain. So this, I think, is the first one over here. It's very small, and then I guess it just gets bigger and bigger. There is a little bit of hiking that you have to do, just like when I was in Manitou Incline. If you look at that episode, I went ziplining before I went up the Manitou Incline. There's that guy that I talked to earlier. That's too funny. Anyway, I'm just going to check this out. No one's really up here. I'm just going to look at the view and then head back down. And just have bike envy. I want to join those people. I want to make new friends. Yeah, the guy in the orange pants, he was talking to me earlier. I gave him my GoPro connector so he could film. So, always happy to donate. I just want to do that. I want to be part of the group. Okay, I'll look. crap, we're at 10,500 feet. Woo! Feels so nice up here. Oh my God, so good to get out of the Texas heat. And this is getting out of the Texas heat. Okay, definitely come up here even if you're just gonna take the lift up and down. It's just so beautiful, look at this. Ah, mountains. New Mexico, I love you. So these trails crisscross under the ski lift. I didn't notice these on the way up, and then the trails run all the way through down here. It's like a little BMX track. I love it. Oh, you have no idea. This is my life. This is what I love doing. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna go invest in some gear and then definitely have it in the travel van. So if I'm ever back here, not if, when, when I'm back here. So it looks like single track. Some of these are just crevices like that. That's just from the erosion. But yeah, it looks like it just crisscrosses down, obviously because it's pretty steep, and then goes all the way to the end. Not very hard to get lost on this thing.